hear me. So, make sure you like and subscribe. My topic today is why men get money and choose women or someone that they couldn't get when they were broke. Why do men get money and then go choose someone that did not want them when they were broke? Why did they go get someone who didn't really or doesn't really love them just for them? Okay. Because people think like, oh, well, a person doesn't deserve you if they don't love you for you and all this type of stuff. Which is kind of true, but I think the problem is women feel like men ought to think like them, and they don't. They're different. Women want the man that's gonna want her, whether or not she big, small, fat, skinny, sick, well, you know, that's the initial thing that women think about. Men might have those types of feelings sometimes, but it's not the same for them. It's really not. This is why women ask them stupid ass questions. You know, while y'all sitting there chilling, everything good, and here she go. Would you love me if I was a worm? Dumb shit. A man never gonna do that because a man believes that. Thank you. A man believes that the woman is supposed to want him because of who he is, what he can do, his abilities, how he can take care of her, what makes him a man. Women, we just want a person to love us just because we us. When you come across men who talk like women, like, would you love me if I was a worm or some dumb shit, he's probably feminine, okay? He's, I'm sure, not an alpha male, okay? And it's not typical. Typically, thank you, hey, typically men are going to go and get who they couldn't get when they was broke. When they get a few dollars, they're gonna go get who they couldn't get because of two reasons. Reason number one, they're gonna go get who they couldn't get because that's really their real type. That's really who they really wanted. That's really who they really found attractive for real, for real. They were settling for the women that would accept them for them while they didn't have nothing. They felt like that was all that they could get. They felt like, they didn't have no other option, so they went with that. They went with what they felt like was the best option. But they really wasn't going with what they truly wanted. Because what they truly wanted required more of them. If they could have got the bitch that looked like J-Lo, if they could have got the bitch that looked like, I don't know, Beyonce, Lotto, or who else? Think of somebody. If they could have got the woman that looked the best, that looked amazing, that had the best body, the best, all of that shit, they would have got her already. But they couldn't get it. They didn't have access to it. So that's reason number one. They going to get who they really wanted, but they couldn't get because of what they didn't have. And number two, Number two, the second reason why they go ahead and get somebody that they couldn't get when they were broke is because most men, for the most part, do not want. I'm trying to see how I can get rid of the comments. I don't know. Anyway, I'm ignoring the motherfuckers because I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. But anyway, most men don't want or don't appreciate, they don't truly value what they didn't have to work for. So if you was that woman that met a man who didn't have shit, I mean, he ain't have a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of, okay? Didn't have a job, didn't have, you know, a lot of different shit. Or maybe he had a job, but he was, you know, at a real low level. And instead of yeah, we can be friends, we can be cool, we can date, we can get to know each other, but I ain't finna be calling myself your woman until you get this, and this together. I'm not gonna marry you until you have this, and this together. Okay? That would help determine whether or not you really who he want. Follow me now. In other cultures, like especially in African cultures, the man has to present a dowry, or it'll be called something else, but it's basically the same thing. A man has to present something to a woman, her family, to show that he's able to take care of her and to show that he really wants her. And he's not bringing that woman to his family until he's made her his wife, or until he's about to make her wife and he's paid that dowry. They just waiting on the ceremony or whatever that their traditional thing is to signify that they are now married. Okay? No way in hell is the man gonna go and work for whatever that he has to work for in order to present this dowry for a woman that he's not really attracted to, for a woman that he don't really want like that. My lips edge. No way. He only going to present it for a woman that he really wants, because that costs him something, that requires something of him. So if she is not it, the shit to him, if she not his real type, he not even gonna start pursuing that. It wouldn't be no point. Why am I finna pay for this? Okay? Unless he get tricked. Into doing something, you know, like, for example, there's a story in the Bible about, what the fuck is this man's name? Shit, why I can't think of his name? But if I say the story, anybody who is biblically inclined will know what I'm talking about. If it was like a man wanted Leah, I think it was Leah that he wanted. It was two sisters that he wanted. Now, biblical stuff gets real weird, so I ain't gonna go too deep. But basically, it was a man wanted this one sister. He went to the father to see how he could get her, and the father was like, nah. You could take the one that ain't that cute. You could take the other one that, you know, was kind of difficult for me to marry off. You could take her, work for me for 7 years, I think it was, and then I'll let you get this other one. So he ended up, you know, working, and thinking he gonna get the other one. Something happened where he didn't get the other one, still had to continue working. Basically, he got full bamboozled, all of this shit. When he finally get the other one, the one that he really wanted, he is mistreating the one that he really didn't want. that he was made to really work for, because he was made to work for the one that he really wanted for so long. He didn't have to work for that one. So why would he treat her so? She wasn't his type. She wasn't who he really wanted from the jump. So why would he treat her so amazing? It was inevitable that the one that he really didn't want was going to have a more miserable life and all the different things that she had to do because he didn't really want her. If you know the story, biblically, you know what I'm talking about. But just in a nutshell, that's pretty much how that went. Okay? So if you are a woman who, whatever that you look like, meet a guy, you like him, seem like he like you, but you notice he don't got nothing going for himself. Nothing going for himself. Maybe you like his personality. Maybe you like him for him. Maybe he makes you laugh. Maybe he makes you feel great, makes you smile. You know, you guys have maybe developed a friendship. You know, maybe he's a coworker, a neighbor, something like that. Whatever. You know, somebody you meet on the street. Who the fuck knows? And then you begin to learn about him like, oh, you don't got this together. You don't got that together. Maybe you learned that in the first couple of conversations or something. If you decide to put yourself on the left with I'm going to hold you down. Yeah, you can use my car. You can do this. You can do that and the third. I'm going to help you in all of these different ways to get yourself together. Especially if you pay his tuition so that he can go to school and be better. Or you pay for him to take a certification course. Or you do anything that helps him along. He's going to be appreciative of it, of course. Yeah. Might even show said appreciation a little bit. But once he gets to a certain level, just wait on it. Okay? More often than not, they're going to find a reason to go on about their business. And next thing you know, they're going to be with a different person that probably don't look shit like you. Okay? And it could be a person that looks similar to you, but the whole thing is that the type that a man wants is a woman that he got to work for, a woman that he had to invest something for, invest some sort of time in, invest some sort of effort into. If you was too easy, he's gonna look at you like, you do this for anybody that make you smile. You do this. What's special about you? What is so fucking special about you? Since he didn't have to work for it, he didn't have to do nothing. He come in the gate and you giving him the key to your house. In the gate, he getting the extra key to your car. Out the gate, he getting all of these different things. Okay? Out the gate. That makes a big difference. While I'm thinking about this, I'm trying to remember. Let me look at this glove box. Because I done bought this damn car, and these people told me they was going to give me another key. I digress. I have to call that. I just thought about that as I was looking at my key. But anyway, make sure that you are a woman that the man has to do something in order to get you. Even if, let's say you meet a man and he's already fully potential. He's already fully potential, meaning, he already has, home, car, all his basic needs together, training or education or certification, or he's good at something, he's in business, whatever that it is, and he's growing and elevating and doing his damn thing in life. He might not be a millionaire, but he's doing well, right? Let's say you meet a man like that. And you like him for him and all those kinds of things. you still need to communicate to him that there are things that he's going to have to do to show you that he really wants you. You still need to have some sort of requirement. And if he is like, I ain't doing that, you know, he really didn't want you. He might have wanted you for sex. He might have wanted you for, you know, your expertise on something. Um, you know, your intelligence on an area that he lacks intelligence in. He might be looking to you for some sort of help to get from this point to this point. Maybe you could help him elevate his business. I don't know. And he'll hold on and deal with you or whatever for that. All right, cool. But you not who he really wanted, because he wasn't willing to do know what worked. Because reason number 2, remember, is they don't value some shit that they didn't have to work for. You cannot make it too easy. This word, easy, was, you know, they used back in the day. You know, oh, she easy, and that usually meant all you gotta do is say a couple words to her, and she's ready to spread them legs, or she's ready to do whatever that you want her to do. Right? It go the same way now. They are looking to see, you know, who do I gotta work for? Who's my type? And out of that, who do I gotta work for? Because you could be fine as you want to be. If you playing gullible, dumb, stupid, I really, you know what I'm saying, he still might switch off for you when he get where he want to be and go get a woman that look just like your ass, but she required more. So 2 things: you need to know that you really his type, that you really what he want, who he want. And number 2, make sure that you are requiring him to work for a place in your life, a space in your life. Is this the show where the lady holds her snatch open? Ew. Get the fuck. Y'all need a life. Y'all need a life. For real, for real. Big time. If you want to see somebody hold that open or what the fuck ever, go to Twitter or X. All you gotta do is scroll. It's videos upon videos upon videos for free, where you can watch that shit that you talking about. That's not happening on here. Okay, my clothes gonna stay on. All right. Okay. I would go off on the deep end, but I ain't got time. So understand that that's why men will go on about their business. Fuck all that. Oh, I held him down when he didn't have nothing. This happens to a lot of women. Woo, Lord. It happens so fucking much. And seemingly these are not always ugly women. It do be the ugly whoops, you know, women that this happens to as well. But it could even be a pretty woman that this happens to. Still, if you didn't require shit, he ain't have to do nothing. He didn't have to work for it. He don't have to value you. Why? Because if he didn't have to do no work, that tells him that he can spin the block, come back around, say a couple sweet nothings, do some shit that don't require no work, and still be able to get you, or still be able to get your attention, or still be able to, whatever the fuck it is that he wants out of you. He don't necessarily have to choose you in order for him to get access to you. So that doesn't make you special. Y'all notice how when you go to a restaurant, like, you know, like some cheap shit like Applebee's or Olive Garden sound good right now because I could go for that salad. But I digress. But okay, Applebee's, Olive Garden, fucking Outback, shit, Golden Corral. I don't know. Think about any cheap restaurant that you ever been to. Anything that is like, you know, $40 and 2 people could eat good. Them restaurants be packed. Packed all the fucking time. You might, when the restaurant first open, that first hour might, you know, depending on what time that is and the time of day and the area that you in, it might be but once they in full swing, they've been open at least, you know, an hour, baby, it be packed as hell. You gotta call ahead. You gotta, do y'all got seating? Or you might get there and, you know, it's a 20-minute wait. It's a 30-minute wait. It's a 45-minute wait. Listen. It's a long wait. Very rarely will you go to a restaurant that is expensive. A restaurant that is at least $50 and up per person to eat and get their feel or whatever. Them restaurants, oh, it's easy to call, make a reservation and get up in there. It's easy to get a same day reservation depending on where it's at and how, you know, big the city is, you know, around it. If either it's easier or it's easier, okay? Because they're not so accessible. They're not easy for people to just, oh, I can go here, so it's cheap. I can go there anytime, pop up or whatever. A restaurant that costs some money, whatever, you might want to, you know, make a reservation. You might want, it's an event. It's something special about it, okay? Everybody and their mama can be up at Applebee's. Everybody and their mama can be up and through a Cheddar's, an Outback, an Olive Garden, a Longhorn. You know, even though that's slightly more expensive, but no, that's not no elegant, fine fucking dining. No, the fuck is not. Okay? It's a little better than some of the other places I mentioned, but no. Alright? But when you get to something that costs more, that requires more, it's a lot less people that's going to be able to enter. A lot less people that's going to be able to say, oh, I went there. Think about it. So if you is Miss Cheapo that is willing to, oh, it's okay, I'll hold you down, I'll do this, I really like you for you, and you don't have to have nothing, and I'll pay for everything. Man, he looking at you like, oh, anybody can have this. All they got to do is show you that they like you a little bit. All they got to do is, you know, be around. All they got to do is, you know, some minuscule shit. Especially if you don't require a lot of time, a lot of effort. Man, please. So that is why men will go ahead and choose someone else that they were not able to get when they didn't have shit, because that's really their type, number one. And number two, they don't value things that they didn't have to work for. Don't beat yourself up if you ever been one of these people, women who have been willing to bend over backwards for someone who hasn't even bent over front ways, sideways, nothing for them. Just don't do the shit again. Just understand that you gotta require something. And if you require something and he like, okay, I'm finna do ... I'm gonna holler at you and I'll be back and I'm gonna have that, then he might really want you. Just saying. But y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. I hope this helps somebody. This has been Free Game. Toodles.